These are the stats you need to know about Bodø Glimt as they're in action against Bodø Glimt, excuse me, as they're in action. I'm just switching things around here. As they take on Inter Milan today, so 3. That is the number of goals for striker Kasper Ho versus Manchester City and Atletico Madrid in the final 2 match days. He had none before those 2 critical wins. 11, it's the amount of wins for Bodø Glimt in their last 16 home European matches, including a 3-1 win over Manchester City on match day 7. 29, it's the number of years since a Norwegian team last reached the UCL knockout stage. Rosenborg was back in 1996-1997. That's the last time. And then 1,500 is the amount of miles away from Milan. It's the furthest that Inter has ever traveled for a Champions League knockout stage tie. So, Lahoud, let's take a look at this Bodø Glimt side because they have, I said it there, Bodø Glimt, because they have truly impressed us. They impressed us last year in European competition, and they have continued doing what they do best this year. So, break it down for us, what we've been seeing from this Bodø Glimt
I felt
side.
very fortunate to watch them and cover them last season in the Europa League because I think that's where we saw the genesis.
Well, so you're showing it to us, especially at home, this Bodø Glimt side. They beat Atletico Madrid at home. They beat Manchester City at home. Away to Dortmund, they also got a draw, so they've been very impressive this side for
100%.
sure.
Yeah, and it's like Lahoud mentioned, they are a team. Bodø Glimt are a full team. They've got 8 different goal scorers. Jens Petter Hauge is their leading goal scorer with 4, but they're not filling the net up with just one player. It's a team effort. They are so unselfish as a unit. They've got 6 different assists across the team, 6 different assisters, let me say, across the team because they play so selflessly. It's a brave approach to the game. If you look at that previous clip, they've got every single one of their players in the attacking half. They are willing to commit players forward. They're willing to be brave, and they're willing to take chances. This is a team that is really fun to watch.
Yeah, Shreeves, when you look at this, you look at the schedule that they have, right? You're in 32nd place, and you need to get points. You end up getting the amount of points that they get. You get 7 points against a Man City side that, didn't have Marquehi, but they still have Erling Haaland. Pep Guardiola fielded the strongest team he could. They go to Madrid, an Atleti side that rarely loses at home, and get a result. And then, unfortunately for them, I thought they were very much in that match against Borussia Dortmund. And you could argue they could have easily won that game as well in a Dortmund stadium that Atalanta figured out that is a difficult place to play. So they're a side that doesn't fear anyone right now. I don't care if it's Inter or anyone down the schedule.
Before you go, sorry. Look at these results as well. They're never getting blown out. They're in every single one of these matches.
Keyword going into this game for me, for them, the last 2 matches, momentum.
Momentum will definitely be huge. All right, so you guys set the scene for Bodø hosting Inter today. How about we go to the person who's going to be our pitch side reporter tonight, Nico Cantor. Well, Nico, how has we checked in with you 2 days ago. I saw you do an update with UCL Today show yesterday. What's been happening since we last caught up with you? I saw you've done the cold plunge. You were sitting down with someone for dinner, for a meal. What's been going on with you? I know you, Boomer.
It's been super fun. I don't know which one my program is, and I don't. Oh, there we go. Okay, you guys are taking me. I was trying to find the B-roll. Yeah, we've done a little bit of everything. We've done the cold plunge. This is the cold plunge, by the way. And we're at the sauna.
Nico, what was worse? What was worse, the shock of the cold or being fat shamed by Micah?
Oh, jeez.
Please. I'm not shamed. I'm never ashamed of anything. I think the cold plunge was a little bit more brutal. The rush of blood to the head was a little bit more difficult to endure. If Micah wants to have at it, he can have at it. I challenge him to maybe like a 10K. I went for an 18K run today, so I'm not ashamed of anything.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either if I did that. I need to get on your level, right? I'd be sitting in my hotel room if I was in Bodø. But I want to talk about the match itself because so much has been made about Bodø Glimt and their form at home. But in terms of the pitch, we saw Christian Kivu coming in, inspecting the pitch. How much is that going to play in to how Inter or both sides perform on the day?
Yeah, it's not great, the pitch, obviously. Fun fact, they're actually making a new stadium, maybe like 5-minute drive, 10-minute drive from the stadium. Yeah, we saw these images from Kivu. They weren't great.
Have you seen it, Nico? Have you seen the pitch yourself?
Yeah. I was at the pitch in the last couple of days. It's not great, to be honest. And I think everybody knows that. Crazy enough, Bodø Glimt likes to water the pitch because the ball moves faster, and that helps
makes
them,
sense.
and that helps their game. But it's so cold that if you water the pitch, the water's going to freeze, so they can't water the pitch. I've heard stuff that maybe they're going to put some like anti-freeze fluid on the AstroTurf, so it's still kind of wet. But I can't confirm that. I'll tell you guys later today. But these conditions definitely favor Bodø. That despite the porous artificial turf, the wind, the cold, it's obviously at home. They feel very strong and very comfortable.
Nico, you mentioned how much the city, the town of Bodø has changed. How has it changed over the last couple of days that you've been there? How have they started to get into gear for this big match against Inter? Are you seeing the banners? Are you seeing people out partying? What are you seeing?
Yeah, crazy enough. I mean, I don't know, it's a party town, Aaron, to be honest with you. It's pretty chill, especially in the winter. Right now, the sunlight is pretty cool, but month and a half ago, it wasn't cool at all because it would have been dark right now in this moment, right? It's tough mentally also because it's darkness for an entire month around. And right now in the winter, people kind of stay at home, and they're kind of cloistered up, cozying up, and it's quiet. It really is. I thought it was going to be a little bit more hustle and bustle at the port. There were going to be fishermen out and about. There's no fish right now at this moment. So I do think that here on match day, it has picked up. People are going to be walking to the stadium. People are going to be making rounds around the pubs, especially the Inter fans that have traveled. So it's bound to get exciting and a little bit more movement today.
Nico, two quick questions. One, what do you expect to happen in the game? And two, is the long-standing tradition, I know as reports myself, that when you go to the Champions League games, you have to bring back presents for your desk mates from said country. So
seems like a new tradition. Does that go straight to my expense report?
Yes, so come on, who are you backing in the tie?
Listen, if you would have told me before yesterday, let's just say, who has a better opportunity of beating their rival? Galatasaray at home against Juve or Bodø Glimt against Inter? I probably would have said Bodø Glimt. But then Galatasaray pulled off something incredible yesterday, taking a 3-goal lead to Juve. So I don't think it's something out of the question that Bodø Glimt can defeat Inter. I think we all kind of want to see that, right? Because we love the underdog story, a team that punches above their weight constantly, right? But it's going to take a perfect performance. Let's just say I do think Bodø Glimt can win. I don't think it's out of the question, but pound for pound, we know that Inter are the better team, and they know that too. Bodø Glimt is going to take a perfect collective performance.
Yeah, we'll see what happens today. We're definitely cheering for the underdogs. Nico, thank you so much. Stay as warm as you possibly can, although I know that's kind of impossible.
Bye, guys.
I'm a medium large, by the way.
All right, thank you, Nico. You enjoy the match.
Thanks for watching this video from Morning Footy. For all news and insights regarding leagues around the world like EFL, Serie, and all UEFA competitions, both men's and women's, don't forget to sign up for Paramount+.